everybody. It's been such a long time since I last did this. So we've got a lot to go over first off. So as you can tell by my voice, yes, I have been sick. As well. I'm slowly starting to get better, but I still got this residual cough and everything. And I wasn't gonna actually do this today because I have really sore ribs from coughing. So it's a miracle that I am doing this still, even though I'm getting there slowly. It's just taking a bit to get those steps as well, if you get what I mean, when you are sick. I edited this. I'm like, right, because I've had so many glitches with PowerPoint, as you guys know lately. It's insane. So after those videos were done, uploaded and done, I actually took a break because I was on my laptop. Uploaded, took a bit because the internet wasn't working on my laptop, and it's like, oh my god, what else could go wrong? So I actually edited this on the day, not the day it came out, but I actually edited this during while it kind of came out, basically, but I'm trying to set it right. So I edited. I was going to do this last Sunday, but I was on the phone to a friend, and that conversation took like an hour, not 1.5 hours, 1 hour. So you can blame them for this. Not really. Look, I love my friends, but these videos and this whole YouTube channel is very important to me as well. So trying to balance life and friends. It's difficult, but you get what I mean. But anyway, I was doing some sewing. After that phone call, I was very drained out and depleted. And then unfortunately, the week coming, I think, was it last week? I can't remember because it's been 2 weeks already. So last week or so, yesterday night, I started to get sore throat, and bam, it started to go red. So I have had a bit of tonsillitis lately as well. So that was not fun, but I'm getting there. I'm still a little bit raspy. I can't help that. As well, I've been having a lot of salt lately because apparently that's good for sore throat. It's like, hey, if you've got sore throat like I do, have some salt. It's really good. So I've just been trying to, get myself better and stuff, and it hasn't been the greatest time. As well, but I am getting there. So it just might take me a bit to get better. As well. I wasn't sick during my ear thing. That was just an ear thing, but unfortunately these feeds can't help. So anyway, besides that, yes, we are finally doing it. So if I have time today, we're going to react to this trailer. Yay! Anyway, so we're going to look at a Smurfs movie. Now, I was intentionally planning on doing this, but I've come up with a couple of things that we're going to discuss here as well. I'm not sure what I said this way the day the earth blew up. The teaser trailer for that poster. This poster looks generic, but when you look at the other posters, it's so cool. Like, oh wow! I love how the Smurfs are just on top of each other as well. They've got a wanted sign, and there's got Papa Smurf's hat missing. So obviously Papa Smurf's going to get missing in this movie. So I kind of like that. It's like, help wanted, find Papa Smurf, but that's what they're leading to it. So I kind of like it as well. As for Smurfs, yes, I have seen Smurfs. I actually watched the first live action movie a very long time ago, back when I was like, what? How old was I? Let me think. I was probably about 11 or 12 when I saw that movie, to be honest with you. I was still a kid, so I actually saw it in theaters with my dad, because we went to my dad's a lot when I was a lot younger. Not anymore, but it's interesting that they're bringing it back this time. We'll see how this goes. But I've got to be honest with you. You know how some things are meant to be live action, some things are meant to be animated. I feel like the Smurfs, we'll talk about that in a minute. Well, the Smurfs in the live action should be kind of like animated. And oh my god, Gargamel freaked me out as a kid. Oh my god, the prosthetics and everything. Oh my god. Gargamel, that movie's played by Hank Azaria, as you guys know from Simpsons. So, there's that as well, but it's just like so creepy, and my mom's like, why is it so creepy as well? So that's kind of nightmare fuel for little kids if they watch it. But anyway, good movie. Because I used to be like, I know there's a phase that you sometimes go through with these kind of movies. Like, I used to be not obsessed, but I used to get like the Happy Meal toys of the Smurfs. I had a Smurf like little mushroom thing with the Smurfette toy. So I remember, having Smurf stuff. Unfortunately, I've kind of grown out of it, but that's not a bad thing per se. But it's just what it is, basically. So also, there was a second movie to this called Smurfs 2, which highly focused on Smurfette as well, and it's all about the naughties and stuff. So that was also a good movie. You know, yeah, that was also a good movie too. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend those movies. That's all. Haven't seen them in a while. No one is on Stan. Yeah. Anyway, so I really love the third movie. To be honest with you, I was like, why is it animated? Why is it a live action of the first and second movie? Because the first and second movie were a live action, and when they turned to animation, I'm like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about this. And I watched the movie and I went, oh my god, it's a miracle! I freaking love this movie. As well. So I really enjoyed that movie. Also, my mom enjoyed that movie too. And haven't seen it in a long time, but it's a really good movie. Like a really good movie. Like I feel like the Smurfs should be animated, not live action. As well. I just, I think it kind of works for some. Some can really pull it off. Some can't. So it's like the only thing I can think of being live action is probably like the Albert Chipmunk movie, then the New Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie that came out a while ago. So those kind of fit in the live action world than animated, to be honest with you. So yes. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Also, they have a Snoo Smurfs series on Nickelodeon. So yeah, so they got a new Smurfs series streaming on Nickelodeon. If you have not seen it, I tried to watch it, and I gotta be honest with you. Oh boy, it reminded me of the terrible Average Rocks 2015 show. Oh boy, what nightmare fuel is this? As well, yeah. Oh boy, the Chipmunks have to come back in some big way. That show derailed them as a whole brand, as well as some capacity as well. Because I'm like, no, not my favorite, not my favorite. It's like when you see your favorite characters go down, like, why would you do your favorite characters anyway? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, so I tried to watch the one episode. Not the greatest. It's oh my god. We'll talk about it later on. This is in the video, but it's all about fart jokes, and you know how I don't like that. At least the 30th Blue Up wasn't like that because I was really worried about the teaser trailer. Like, why is there so many fart jokes? Like, I don't think kids can. I know some kids like that, but not all kids aren't like that. Look, trust me, I've got a severely autistic brother, and he thinks farts are funny. Trust me, I know. But it's not for all people. Some people like it, some people don't like it. So you've got to find the medium, and I feel like here they're just pushing it way too hard. Nickelodeon has a serious problem, so they really got to fix that. As well. So yeah, I don't know if I'll watch it again, but we'll talk about it later on. Like this is very like Smurfs to Lost Village kind of vibes as well. The series came out as well. Same animation as well, which is weird because didn't Sony Pictures lost the rights to the Smurfs and they decided to pick it up. Oh man, what a bad idea! Oh boy, have you seen how the Smurfs 2015 show? Do you know how bad that is? Oh my god, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, like count your luck, but it's interesting, and that's why they're doing this movie. Like, why they're doing this movie is Sony Pictures has the rights. They don't anymore. They lost the rights, and now Nickelodeon can do this movie because they own the rights to the brand. Because I was like, it's the Spurs public domain, like the Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Oz, and no, it isn't. So so yeah, so anyway, yeah, so moving on. So in this movie, we'll discuss it a little bit later on in my video, but Rihanna is playing Smurfette. I'm not a huge Rihanna fan. This is only a picture I found of her. She's obviously playing in that shot. That's where she done the Super Bowl, the infamous Super Bowl. People were talking about online about what's so great about Ariana doing the Super Bowl. Like what? But anyway, yeah. This is not only her only animated movie, to be honest with you. She did a little movie back in the day called Home with Jim Parsons and Steve Martin as well. Great movie. I really liked her in that movie, even though she's playing herself, which is fine because some actors can get away with that. Some actors can't get away with that because they're so huge and popular. So this is a kind of a comeback, I guess, to Rihanna. Maybe I don't know. She's been absent for a while. She just had a second kid, didn't she? Yeah. Congrats to her, but so yeah, so we'll see how this goes for her. But they also, speaking of the Smurfs, she provided the soundtrack to Home as well. It was really good. I really like Feel the Light with Jennifer Lopez. Oh my god, if you have not heard that song, go check it out. Really cute movie. I highly suggest it. Really cute movie. She did a really good job as Tip as well. That's the character's name in Home as well, and she also provided the soundtrack to that as well. Also, she's going to provide some songs here that we've seen from the trailer, from the Smurfs movie already. So without further ado, let's get into the Smurfs movie. Before we continue in today's video, so I am a girl of autism. as well. I just wanted to make that very clear before you click on to the next video as well. So that's all I've got to say. Please no hate comments in the comment section below. You have something to say, keep it to yourself, and let's get back into the actual video, shall we?
Hey everyone, I'm Rihanna, and I play Smurf in the new Smurfs movie, and I can't wait for you all to see this summer. So check out the new trailer right now. This summer, we need a hero. Look up. I think I just smurfed my pants.
Oh, right next.
In Smurf Village.
Hey, we're doing the what? What's going on here? Hey.
Every Smurf has a job, like Grouchy. I hate having a job. Influencer. Smash that subscribe.
Hell yeah.
And me, the coolest Smurf in the whole village.
Yep, isn't it grand living in a place where nothing ever goes wrong? Oh no, something's wrong. Everyone, listen to me. Your lives are in terrible danger. Smart Village isn't safe anymore. It's July.
Come on, we gotta rescue Papa.
The world. They must come.
They redid that song. I don't know how I feel about that.
Where are we? It's Paris.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, I don't like that new redo of that song actually.
I'm Papa Smurf's brother. You Smurfs don't know Smurf about Smurf.
I can smurf that Smurf up and have it delivered to your house.
That sounds
Woo,
like a lot of
dang.
Smurf.
Are you cousin?
Smurf.
What?
This is the handiwork of the evil wizards Gargamel and his brother Rosabel. We're going to play a game called Let's Squish Smurf till all you Smurfs are squashed. That doesn't sound like a fun game. New allies.
We're the International Neighborhood Watch Smurfs. Paris Division.
Take adventure. It's time for you to find out.
Hey, Australia!
To a whole
We get represented.
What's happening?
Hang on! That was absolutely terrifying.
I think I swallowed my gum.
Oh, do you have to know that? Okay.
Food delivery for Rosmel the Wizard.
So you can just order any kind of food from anywhere.
Absolutely. Just make sure you tip the driver ahead of time or they'll lick everything.
I just want to go back. Let's see. Okay, obviously gonna have some music featuring Higher Love by Desi Trill featuring DJ Khaled, Cardi B, Natalia and Subi. Pre-say the Smurf soundtrack featuring new music from Rihanna. Oh my god, she is promoting this movie like she did with Home. That's fantastic. You know, it's this is a tough one because I know that when this trailer came out, a lot of people weren't happy about it as well. So look, it looks, the trailer looks okay. It's not great. But I mean, I think the music's gonna totally sold it for sure. It's freaking not Ariana Grande, freaking Rihanna for Pete's sake. So obviously people will obviously go check out the music for this movie. Also with this movie as well. I feel like this is a bit repetitive. I feel like this is like a combination of all the Smurfs movies packed up in one, basically. Like, this is reminding me of the live action Smurfs. This is reminding me of the Lost Village movie. This is definitely reminding me of the sequel movie that we just discussed as well. So, it's not like a brand new story that we could just dive into. Like, it's nothing like that. Like, we've been to this place. Why can't you just get the originals to come back as well? Like the original cast for the live actions. That could have been a good idea, but obviously they're not doing that. But I feel like it's a bit repetitive. And we talked about how it Chipmunks being repetitive too. I think that's what's the problem with Paramount as a whole, or Nickelodeon as a whole. Like I said, Nickelodeon has a real big problem with doing TV shows, because of course, if you've seen a documentary with Dan Snyder, of course, he put those actors through hella back with what with what he did to those poor actors, and traumatized them and stuff, and that's awful. And you just kind of see these weird stuff portrayed on TV, and it's like, why on earth would you do that? Like, there's no need for it. So I feel like Nickelodeon has a problem outside of that as well when it comes to this movie as well. They did the same with Alvin and Chipmunks, but guys, no, you don't understand the core fan base. I don't think Nickelodeon or Paramount understand the fan base for what this is targeted at. Is this targeted at kids? Is this targeted at adults? I feel like they're trying to do both, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like it's made for kids than adults. And Smurfs is not only for kids, it's for adults as well to enjoy as well. And I know a lot of people love the Smurfs, so it's unfortunate that I had to go around this route as well, basically. So let's see, but I feel like it's not a new story. Like, I feel like they're doing the repetitive thing over and over again. I think that's going to make a lot of people upset. Like what they did to, the 2015 show of Alvin and the Chipmunks. Who knows? Who knows? We could blame. Do we blame the creators? Do we blame Nickelodeon for it? Do we blame Paramount for it? Because obviously Paramount Plus is the head. Not Paramount Plus, sorry. Paramount as a whole has Nickelodeon. Sure, Nickelodeon's a very popular TV, channel, but they have their problems like Disney Channel, and you have to address that. I'm glad they did that documentary, by the way, because it just shows that they're trying to make, all these channels, these kid channels a safer place for, especially with younger actors coming in the mix. You got to make sure that's a safe work environment for kids to do as well. So it's interesting. So yeah. Also, I was going to say this reminds me a bit of SpongeBob. What was it? There's been a couple of SpongeBobs. Oh man, what is it? Is it the one that goes CG? I haven't seen it, but I'm not a big SpongeBob fan either. And someone said in the comments something very interesting. I checked out the video. Someone suggested that I should look at the Nickelodeon block. I'm not sure what the Nickelodeon block is. Is that like some kind of, pre-channel for all the, shows that come on? And someone said that SpongeBob is the most, repetitive on Nickelodeon, and it's a very popular show as well. Repetitivity, when something's popular, it doesn't go away. And I think SpongeBob at this point is just, I feel like they're milking that franchise till the depths of their beneath, basically. That's really hard because, I think Nickelodeon has a, that kind of thing also, but yeah, and someone said very interestingly in that video that SpongeBob takes most of it, and also the Loud House, but the Loud House is a very popular show. Like, I understand Loud House, but SpongeBob, I did watch SpongeBob a lot when I was younger, maybe a little. It was on TV a bit, but I wasn't interested in it. Sometimes I wasn't. Like, why is SpongeBob still a thing? Can we please move on? Like, I think they've done a really good job with Sonic. Even though I'm not a gamer and I don't care about the gaming world, sorry for you guys who are gamers out there, but I think Sonic the Hedgehog is the next SpongeBob, basically, and I think they did a really good job with that movie, the third movie. I see reactions of it. I haven't seen it myself because I'm not a gamer, but I think they're gonna move past SpongeBob. They're gonna move past SpongeBob, and I think with having our Chipmunks and not having it anymore, and getting your Smurfs in and getting Sonic, and I think they're doing more stuff with other brands as well. Because Nickelodeon doesn't have a lot to do with Nickelodeon doesn't have a lot of brands to play with as well. So I think they're trying to say to people, oh, we're not just SpongeBob, we're for everybody. I'm like, you literally have SpongeBob on repeat on Nickelodeon over and over again. Like, this is ridiculous. So yeah. So yeah, but thank you to that person who recommended me that. Very interesting video. Yeah, so good. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Like, it talks about like all the, what TV shows appear. It's very interesting that both the Loud House and SpongeBob, definitely SpongeBob, of course, is dominating that as well. That's why they've got the new live action Loud House, which I haven't seen because I love the anime version more than that. So you kind of go to get some milking, and I do kind of worry about that with Sonic and then this. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. So yeah, so speaking of the trailer, people have said that this reminds them of Trolls, and obviously Trolls is another big brand, a very popular brand as well. I know people love that. I know some of you guys in my comments like, oh, I love Trolls. I love Trolls too. I freaking love Trolls as well. So I can't hold you against that there. But yeah, but some people say this reminds them of Trolls, and I can understand that. I think the music aspect is what's, making people a bit, but the Smurfs aren't like that, But saying that, remember, in the third movie, they did have music provided by Demi Lovato. Hope these scenes are getting a whopper of a check for these gigs. Like, providing music is one thing, but being an actor in the movie and providing songs is incredible. I like how that's coming back now, because we haven't had that in a while since maybe our Trunks Road Trip where Bella Ford provided music. Who knows where she is anymore? But you know, but yeah, it's kind of like that also. Like you got these big star musicians that come in and do the music, and it's like, oh, so good. So yeah, so I think the music's gonna be really good. But I think people are like, but this is like Trolls. Like, you know, you're a bit of Trolls. Technically speaking, Smurfs came out before Trolls. Remember that. Smurfs came out before Trolls back in the 80s. I didn't have time to look up it, but let me know if I'm wrong or not on that, guys. But yeah, so Trolls became popular ever since the first movie came out. The second movie, I didn't care for it, but it was still popular. The third one did really, really good, and I really liked that movie also. And the Trolls have become a brand also. So you got Smurfs and Trolls. Which category are you in? Are you in Smurfs territory or Trolls territory? I'll be curious to see about that. Maybe I should do a poll on that. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, it's just it's not like Trolls per se. I think it's a whole different, medium of Smurfs too. So, just because, people might say, oh, it's a rip-off of Trolls. No, it's not. Smurfs came first. Trolls kind of copied Smurfs technically. So you can kind of see it like that. But yeah, anyway. So let's talk about Smurfette. Okay, so we know in this movie Smurf is going to be provided by a Rihanna. I keep saying Ariana Grande. Well, maybe because their names rhyme. Rihanna, Ariana Grande, Rihanna, Ariana Grande. Anyway, yeah. So she's provided the voice of Smurfette, and in the 2011 live-action movie, Katy Perry provided the voice of Smurfette as well. Not only her, because in the third movie of the Smurfs, The Lost Village, Demi Lovato, another singer, a musician, did the voice for Smurfette there. I gotta be honest with you, I think Katy Perry, out of all of this so far, has done a really good job. She does have a bit of a more like a character voice for Smurfette. She's like, oh, so sweet, oh, so nurturing nature. And it's interesting with these newcomers, not newcomers, but it's interesting with these actresses, all three of them, they have different takes on what the character should be. Because in the Smurfs Lost Village, for example, the Nevada's version was more like funny and really goofy, and I really like that for Smurfette. That was really cool. And then Smurfette in the live actions portrayed by Katy Perry was more like good natured, naive, a bit sweet, a bit not timid, but not sassy, I don't think. But she was very sweet, like very sweet and naive. And then you got Rihanna's version, who's more like the chill, cool girl of the group. So there's something there. So yeah, so we'll see how this goes. But for voice acting, I would probably say Katy Perry's doing the best. Because she's putting on the voice. Rihanna's not putting on the voice here. She's just being herself, which is fine. Because I know, some actors are like that. You're like, oh hey, who's this famous person? Oh, we love you. We don't care what you sound like. So yeah, so we'll see what her personality turns out to be. But I can kind of see it's going to be different from those two movies. What version do you like of Smurfette? As well. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but it's interesting that like all these different versions they have singers provided for Smurfette. I kind of get your actors to play Smurfette instead of like a singer. I guess they want to like say, oh, we're going to sit here and touch this movie, make some noise. But at the same time, it's like it's really repetitive because you got Katy Perry who's a singer, and you got Demi Lovato who's a singer. So why can't you ask Demi Lovato? I'm not sure about Katy Perry because her, careers are going a bit bumpy. If you heard the news of her, but I could, if they were redoing this movie, I would ask Demi Lovato to come back because she was a really good Smurfette and I really enjoyed her before. It's like at first I was like, wait, why is Demi Lovato in this? Like, what the heck? And I'm like, oh, okay, see, I know now. I know why she's in that movie. So if I were, she's not doing anything. She just did a documentary on Disney Plus, I think, about young stars. Talk about herself and like some others with Raven Simone, I think is one of them. So yeah, so it's a really interesting documentary. I haven't seen it, but I would ask her to do this because she's not doing anything. I'm sure she'd be happy to reprise the role. So I would have done that instead of do a whole movie and recast Smurfette as Rihanna. Like that's my take, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, let's talk about the animation of the movie. So the animation seems a little bit generic to me. I gotta be honest with you. Even though this is a Smurfs movie, I would prefer if they did like a stronger animation style. I know this is I know this is resembling the comics a bit. With that kind of hand drawn style animation, which some people like. Disney, for example, has done very famously with hand drawn animation as well. Um, to a degree as well. But I feel like, and also they did a TV show back in the day. Also, I think it was in the 80s. I could be wrong, but they did a TV show with that animation style as well, and it looked really good. But here it seems so generic and plain. Like there's nothing about these characters that I'm like, oh, cool. I want to see these characters go off and have an adventure. It doesn't make me want to, you know, go and see this movie because the characters look very generic. Like the whole point of the story is to make the characters, exciting, have fun. But I don't see that in these Smurfs. I feel like they've shoved out the animation to the series because the series has like different animation here, which is weird. I know they try to resemble the comics and all the TV show, but it doesn't really work. And the animation was so good as well. I've seen some kind of not clips, but I've kind of seen like images as well to a degree as well, the Smurfs being in cartoon form. But here it just seems a little bit generic, and I don't understand why it's so, so plain. Because animation, you can do a lot of animation, and I'm surprised they've done this kind of style. Kind of like the SpongeBob SquarePants movie that they did as well. Because that also seems a bit generic to me as well. So we'll see what it's to do. But I feel like putting like little pupils in their eyes, like little colors. I just want to put pupils in their eyes because back in the day, with the Flintstones and all of that, they had like black pupils there, and I'm like, I just want to put a brown color pupil on Fred or Wilmer, that kind of thing. So animation since then has come such a long way, and it's very disappointing that they use this animation for this as well. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how we'll see how people react to it as well. People already do not like this, so I don't think this would do well. But we'll see. I mean, the music has to do so well in this movie, but we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do. But I prefer like the Smurfs animation that they did to the series, and also the Smurfs The Lost Village movie that they did. Such really good animation on the third movie. Really good, like really, really good. Like kind of like the series here. So I'm not sure why they would, double back and do the original style, even though it seems generic and stuff like that. So we'll see how this goes. Also, there's new characters as well. Speaking of new characters, we've got some new characters in this as well, which is also very exciting as well. So we'll see what ties them into the story, kind of, because obviously it's gonna come together at some point during the movie. So we'll see. But this reminds me of, speaking of characters, I like how they're using like different Smurf type of characters, because you can do so much with the Smurfs. For example, in the third movie, they're girl Smurfs, and I was a bit worried about them. Like, oh no, why? Because Smurf is the only, well, now she's not the only female, but back in the day she was the only female in the Smurfs as well, because the Smurfs are all male. And to have the girl Smurfs, I was a bit nervous as well to what they're going to do, but it turned out fine. It was great. Smurf was still the main character of the movie as well, which is kind of nice, and you kind of see girl Smurfs as well. So that was also interesting. Also in the live action movies, there were the naughties who looked like really pale, like human pale, like Smurfs. I'm like, oh, that's a bit weird, but okay. But I like how they're utilizing, different Smurf characters. I wish I would have done that to the Chipmunks, because the Chipmunks, you can make new characters to the Chipmunks, but unfortunately they don't want to do that. So I'm like, it's a hit or a miss. But I like how they're doing like new characters to the story as well, even though they don't need it, but they're doing it anyway. So I appreciate that as well. So also, I don't know if this. I'm not sure what movie this is targeted at, kids or adults, because sometimes you'll see like these really weird jokes, and like, why on earth would you put that in a Smurfs movie? Like, we don't need this. Like fart jokes, for example. And then there's one point in the trailer where they're like, "Yo, what's up, homie?" They're doing like a rap battle or something, and like cussing, like Smurf cussing. Like, what the heck is this movie? Like, is this a Smurf movie or a rap movie? As well, like, yo, my homie. As well, that's my version of a black person. Not the greatest Smurfs, but you get what I mean? Like, yo. And I feel like in this movie, like, because Rihanna is attached to the project, I feel like it's kind of gotta go homeboy vibe, if you get what I mean, as well. So we'll see. Also, so there's that. So that's gonna be interesting. Cursing Smurfs. That's a new one. So yeah. So I'm not sure if they're cursing, but it seems like they're doing like a rap battle, cursing stuff. I hope there's no rapping in this. Oh dear. Can you imagine Smurfs? Rapping. It'll be Smurf, as well, but really fast. So we'll see. So yeah. So also in the movie, there's a scene where Rihanna talks about she swallowed her gum, and I'm like, why would you put that in? Why would you put that in a movie like this? I feel this is going back to the Dan Snyder thing because he too put like in kids shows back in the day. He put like this weird kind of humor about it, and like you don't need that in a kids show. You obviously don't need that in an adult movie. So I'm not sure if Nickelodeon and Paramount understand the task here. I was like, but I'm chipmunks, because although we don't know who to blame. Do we blame the creators for that, or do we blame Nickelodeon and Paramount themselves for that as well? So they don't know the task at hand and don't know the brand as well. They don't know who this is targeted for. So yeah, but at the same time, it's like, why would you put that? It's so weird. Like I feel like that the Dead Snyder cloud all over Nickelodeon. Still, even though Nickelodeon's a very popular channel, it still has that looming over it. And I feel like SpongeBob, this kind of giving feels of SpongeBob with the animation style as well. So we'll see how this goes. But it's not looking good so far. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes as well. This is for theaters release, so I'm not sure. But the weird humor of it all has to stop. Like I'm glad the day that you laughed didn't do that. Because I saw a video, I'm like, oh my god, it's good, thank you. Why put all the fart jokes in the trailer? Like what? Anyway, yeah. The only problem I do have, the one problem I do have with the movie is the fact that they've gone back to Paris, because Paris was obviously a big thing in the sequel, in the live action movies, in the sequel movie as well. And I feel like we've just been here. Like, what? Like, make a new location or something. And also, this is like live action mixed with CG. So I'm like, make up your mind. Is this a live action or is it CG? Is that the Lion King? People are debating if that's like live action or CG, but people call it a CG because it's CGI lions. I'm like, it's live action, not CG. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but so far it's not looking the greatest. So we'll see how this turns out. So that's my thoughts on the Smurfs movie. What do you think? It's interesting. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. I do think the music is going to help the movie a lot in terms of the bad animation style that they've chosen, but we'll see. But we'll see what they decide to do with this going forward as well. So that's all that time, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and most media, guys.